How amusing. The mortal in a cape sits before me as if we're equals. I've destroyed dimensions older than your species, yet here you are, completely unafraid. Either you're supremely confident or supremely stupid.
Probably both. But I've made a career out of punching above my weight class. You're not the first cosmic entity I've had to deal with, just the most dramatic about it.
Aesthetics serve a purpose. They remind lesser beings of their place in the cosmic hierarchy. Your costume serves a similar function, doesn't it? Striking fear into the hearts of criminals through carefully crafted imagery. We both understand the power of presentation, even if your scope is laughably limited.
Limited scope, maybe, but I actually solve problems instead of just making bigger ones. You conquer dimensions and turn them into hellscapes. I save lives and build better systems. Your daughter, Raven, spends most of her time cleaning up your messes. How's it feel knowing your own kid actively works against everything you represent?
Raven's rebellion is temporary. She'll understand eventually that order through strength is the only sustainable governance. Your proteges show similar patterns of rejecting your methods. How many Robins have you burned through? How many young people have you trained to fight your war, only to watch them grow beyond your control?
They're supposed to grow beyond me. That's the point. Dick became Nightwing. Tim became Red Robin. They found their own paths. Your approach to fatherhood involves possession and domination. Mine involves training people to be better than I am.
Strength without direction becomes chaos. Your former prodigies operate independently, pursuing their own agendas, sometimes working against your interests. My control ensures unified purpose, coordinated action, no wasted effort on internal conflicts. How do you maintain any coherent strategy when your allies constantly question your decisions?
Questioning decisions prevents catastrophic mistakes. Independent thinking catches problems I might miss. Your unified purpose is just elaborate slavery dressed up as cosmic order. Real strength comes from people choosing to work together, not being forced to.
Improvement is subjective. My rule eliminates war, poverty, uncertainty, all the chaos that mortal societies create through their incompetent governance. Your Gotham City remains a crime-ridden cesspool despite decades of your intervention.
Gotham's getting better, slowly but steadily. Crime rates are down. Corruption is being rooted out. People have hope again. Your dimensions don't get better. They just get more efficiently oppressed. There's a difference between solving problems and suppressing them.
The people I govern don't suffer from want, fear, or uncertainty. They have purpose, structure, clear expectations. Your citizens live in constant anxiety about crime, economic instability, political corruption. Consider someone like Tony Stark. Brilliant mind wasted on petty power games, because your system rewards competition over cooperation. My system eliminates such inefficiencies.
It's a personal choice. Your system would just make him a more efficient tyrant under your control. People need the freedom to make bad choices if they're going to learn from them. Look at someone like Harvey Dent. Tragedy broke him, but he still had the choice to become Two-Face or seek help. Your system removes that choice entirely.
Choice is an illusion when the outcomes are predetermined by flawed nature. Dent's transformation was inevitable given his psychological makeup and circumstances. I simply acknowledge this reality and direct it toward productive ends. Your faith in rehabilitation is admirable, but naive. How many times has the Joker escaped Arkham only to kill again?
Every time I don't kill the Joker, I prove that we're different. The moment I start deciding who deserves to live based on probability of reoffending, I become something else entirely. Consider someone like Magneto, traumatized into extremism, but still capable of working with former enemies when the stakes are high enough. Even damaged people can choose to be better.
Magneto's cooperation is temporary and self-serving. He works with the X-Men when it benefits him, then returns to extremism when his interests diverge. This proves my point. Free will creates inconsistent, unreliable behavior. Controlled will create predictable, efficient action.
Inconsistent behavior allows for growth, adaptation, learning from mistakes. Your controlled will create stagnation. Perfect efficiency at the cost of all development. Even cosmic entities evolve, change, become something new. Your approach freezes everything in place according to your vision. What happens when your vision is wrong?
My vision encompasses eons of experience across multiple dimensions. Your vision is limited to one lifetime in one city on one planet. Yet you speak as if mortal perspective could somehow be superior to cosmic understanding. Doesn't that strike you as incredibly arrogant?
Arrogant. Maybe. But mortal perspective includes cosmic entities often miss. Empathy, hope, the value of individual lives. Your eons of experience taught you that control is easier than cooperation. My decades taught me that cooperation is harder but more rewarding. Which lesson serves life better?
Cooperation requires shared values and compatible goals. Most beings lack the wisdom to identify their true interests, leading to conflicts that could be avoided through proper guidance.
Your approach trusts billions of individuals to make correct decisions with limited information and flawed reasoning. Mine provides correct decisions based on superior knowledge and perspective.
Superior knowledge doesn't guarantee superior wisdom. You might know more facts, but you've forgotten what it's like to struggle, to grow, to choose hope over despair. That forgetting makes your decisions incomplete, no matter how much cosmic knowledge you possess.
Empathy is weakness when it prevents necessary action. Your empathy for criminals enables their continued existence, perpetuating cycles of violence that proper control would eliminate. Yet you persist in this inefficient approach despite overwhelming evidence of its limitations. Why do you choose sentiment over results?
Because sentiment is what makes results worth achieving. A perfect world without freedom, choice, or growth isn't perfect. It's just a very elaborate prison. I'm Your Way creates peace through death of the spirit. Mine tries to create peace through life of the spirit.
Legacy assumes I'll eventually cease to exist. Cosmic entities don't die. We simply change form or purpose. Your legacy will be forgotten within centuries, while my influence spans millennia. Temporary mortal satisfaction versus eternal cosmic order. The choice seems obvious, you caped fool.
You want to know the real joke, Trigon? You've conquered entire dimensions, enslaved billions, and you're still sitting here trying to justify yourself to a man whose greatest superpower is giving a damn. That's not the behavior of a god.